way it is. So I'll just take off my pattern because I've gotten the way it is. So I'm going to make a little extension to that point, and at that point I'll come in with my ruler. What I'm forming here is I'm forming the arm. Okay, so that is how the arm actually sits. So from the shoulder I'll connect into the arm. So you can see I have the arm. That is exactly what we have right there. Okay, so the next we want to do now is the extension of the drop shoulder. The drop shoulder sleeve will start right away from here. So since it's starting right away from here, I'm going to angle my my sleeve. Okay, so let's still pretend we have sewn this sleeve. Remember how we did it last time? So I'll also pretend I'm sewing the sleeve now. Can you see? So once it stops at this point, you can see what we have. So our sleeve measurement, this is it. Because if you look at this sleeve measurement we have on the thumbnail, you can see. So this is it. So I'm going to stop it at this point. Can you see? So you can see yourself having the sleeve right there. So I'm going to trace out what I have here. Okay, I need to trace it out. So I'll come in with my tracing wheel. I'll come in with my tracing wheel right away. This is it. You can see that. So I've transferred my drop shoulder. I've transferred it right here so I can see through my tracing. That is it, and that is what you're expected to have for this. So everything we have here is our yoke. As you can see, everything here is the yoke. So we are done. We are done. And the next thing we want to do now, we want to move over to the back pattern. So to the back pattern, we'll also, the sleeve, you can see the sleeve also. So where I marked, that is where I'm cutting off my sleeve, and that is where we are going to attach from. So when we'll be sewing this, we are going to sew everything we have right here. We are going to sew it in. Can you see? To match up with what we have on the yoke. Okay. All right, people. So coming over to the back now, we also need to cut out the front pattern so we'll be able to create the back. But I want to contour the lines first. I'm working darkless. That is what I have here is my bust measurement divided by 4 and my waist measurement divided by 4. So I'm working with my accurate measurement. So I want to contour now with 0.75, and I'm going to flush this to the neckline, as you can see. Okay, so I will take my actual bust measurement from the contour line once again. So if I do that, this is what I'm going to have. Okay, so I'll just mark my bust at this, and from here I'll mark my waist, replacing all that. So I'll come in with my pattern ruler, and I'm going to mark from here to here. All right, so our neckline, we are going to create our neckline. So the neckline we are working with, from this I'll come down by 1 inch. I actually don't need it too high, or we can even create a design for our neckline for the back. The back is going to have a yoke, so I'll just leave it at the 1 inch. Then from here I'll come in by 1 inch, and then I'm going to recreate, or I'm going to reconstruct my neckline back to the 1 inch. Okay, So it's actually going to be on the high neckline. So this is it, and I will now create what I have on extend what I have on where my yoke is going to start. So the yoke has to run all the way, touching what we have right here. So it's now your duty to design your neck